Alrighty. Sorry for being late. For those of you guys who are going to be watching the replay. Very, very busy, interesting morning. Oh, shoot. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this real quick before we start. Yo, Toby, what's poppin'? Sorry, guys, that I'm late. I'm having one of those mornings. A lot of busy things going on. But we got a lot to do, a lot to talk about. So, yeah, man. Let me switch over so you guys can see what's going on. Excusez-moi. We got a lot to talk about, guys. Bitcoin. All right. As you guys can see, all-time highs. We got a lot to discuss. Mr. R sleeps here. Mr. R, I gotta give him a prize when the year is over. I think he's what's good, Maximus? I think Mr. R is consistently the #1 person to show up every time on stream. Every time. Yeah, the way gold melted, Matt. Bro, we have a lot to discuss. All right. I'm just waiting for some people to get in here, and then we're gonna get to it. Where are we at? We got this going on. So we'll keep this open, and we'll get to that today at some point if it's there. What's up, guys? What's up? Professor, what's good? Made a lot from gold, man. Fire, Maximus. Gold went, let me just go there right now, bro. Gold went ballistic. Bitcoin. We'll get back to Bitcoin. In fact, okay. You're JP. We'll get back to you in a second. Let's go to gold. Let's go to gold, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, where are we at? And I gotta go on the 1 hour. Wrong one. There we go, guys. Look at this. Gold went ballistic, bro, and it's still dropping. Gold went ballistic. Insane. Right into this gap, all the way down, like clockwork. I took some trades already this morning. I didn't take any last night. I was planning to see if I can take advantage of some of these trades last night. It's just been very busy for me, but analyzed it for the competition yesterday. Elections went in for Trump and milked more than I can take. Maximus, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Look at US 30. 1 second. Let me show you US 30 and all these other ones. I don't know why my trading view is so slow. I think I gotta do some update. My computer is not slow. I'm using a Mac Studio. That thing is a beast. You guys, look at this. Let me get rid of this. I don't even know what this is. You guys, look at this. How insane was this? Absolutely incredible. Let me fix this so you guys can see me better. There you go. Yeah, absolutely insane. Look at this, bro. Yo, Adib, what's good? What it do? 24 hours of straight buys, bro. Look at this. All right, so this was Tuesday, November at 10 o'clock. It never stopped. It kept. Those of you guys who are in the competition, yeah, indices. I don't know why you don't trade indices. To be honest, me and it was Marcus. We were talking about the Marcus got in this yesterday. I don't know if he's out. I gotta ask him. But him and I, we were supposed to go and use our personal accounts and just like run this up. And I just been so busy. Even this morning, I took some trades, but it's been all over the place because of all the stuff that's happening in my business and in my personal life, right? So I couldn't get to some of these things. But you know me, I don't cry over spoiled milk. It is what it is. Because as much as this would have been lovely to catch, it also depends on the position. Somebody took this and made $100, right? Somebody else took this and made 100K. It really depends on how much you risk. That's why none of these things bother me. If I'm trading on my larger accounts and I catch from here to here, I'm done for the month. You see what I'm saying? So, but either way, we're not talking about me. We're talking about the markets. The markets went ballistic. So look at US 30 from yesterday when we were in here around the competition all the way up. How many pips is this? Let's check. This is insane. You guys, almost 2,000 pips. Almost 2,000. No, Toby, that trade is actually not mine. Somebody else was trading Bitcoin yesterday. And then I think they were aiming for a high target, but I think they got out at like a 1 to 2. I just have this marked up. This is not me. I didn't touch Bitcoin. I don't trade Bitcoin. Yo, Siam, what's popping? What's popping? What's popping? All right, so US 30, 2,000 pips. Twas DJ. You are correct, my friend. Right? So 2,000 pips in move. Let's look at Nas. I took a trade on Nas this morning, by the way, guys. Took a nice quick 1 to 2. Made my money. I'm blessed. That's all I care about, guys. I don't care about nothing else. All right. So you can see Nas also. When was this? Same thing. Yesterday, you guys remember Fauci? This was Fauci's trade. If Fauci held this, right? Because right here, Fauci was already at 40,000 in profit, 44,000. If Fauci, so that's like basically 1 to 4. Fauci would have made 250K on that account if he held yesterday. Nuts. Crazy work. Today I was stupid because I took 6 trades. I hope the price will go up after election, but I lost 4 trades. I was in minus, but after the 7th trade, I made all my money back. Adib, I'm glad you made your money back, but 6 trades is also, you know what I mean? You guys, a lot of you guys keep coming on here saying you're overtrading. Please stop overtrading. And this is part of the reason why I'm doing the boot camp. The boot camp isn't to give you my signals. It's to help you guys with the things you need to make yourself consistently profitable. Because some of you guys, like Ranker the other day came, he made 76K and then lost it. You guys, 76. Anyways, we're going to stick to this for now before I get into preacher mode. But anyways, I took a trade this morning. You can see it real quick. Let me go down to the 1 minute. Right here. Right here. That was a trade I took this morning. Nice and easy. That's all. Okay. You know me, I'm looking for a piece of the pie. I don't need the whole thing, just a piece of the pie. And for me, I loved what I saw here. I took it. I was blessed. What was I going to say? Yeah. So indices have been going ballistic. And gold, on the other hand, absolutely plummeted into the ground. Yo, Quantum Realm was good. Was good. I just ate an ad. Guys, okay. So Maximus just reminded me, I was supposed to change the settings for the ad thing. We're going to have to sit through another one. All right, guys? So it is what it is. But yeah, so indices have been going absolutely crazy. I just watched yesterday remaining stream and my hit TP for 2.4. I'm watching live at that time. I might be in 3rd position. No, I think K-Dot. Let me check. Let me check here. No, but by the time the competition closed, I don't know, K-Dot. It's just one of those things I couldn't track. I just went with whoever was here because I couldn't go through everybody else who was like, hey, please try. It was just too much. So I went with whoever was here. But K-Dot, where's K-Dot? K-Dot was at 3R. Yeah, and you're at 2.4. So K-Dot still takes the cake because he was at 3R and made 2%. Right? But you bagged 2 trades today. You're good either way. You're making real money, which is the most important thing. You see what I'm saying? So I also ate 1. Guys, keep eating. It helps me out. Yeah, it was fun. We're going to do more. Toby was like, bro, please make sure you do more of this. I said, I will. All right, guys, we're going to properly do this. I have a bunch of, I spoke with a broker this morning. I'm going to speak, with a prop from this morning. I'm going to speak to others and see what we can do to really make this a thing. And we want the prizes to be life-changing. That's the goal. Okay, so for those of you guys complaining about the ads, do you guys want gifts and giveaways or not? You know what I'm saying? I can say, all right, we'll take the ads off and I'll never do another giveaway. I'll never do another prize. How's that sound? Right? But I know you guys are messing around with me. It's totally fine. But on a serious note, the competitions and the trading competitions I'm trying to implement them, to do them every so often and to really give you guys really great prizes. You see what I'm saying? So should be fire. Fauci's in this bad boy. What's good, Fauci? Grand Rising, my brother. Grand Rising. Any trades you bagged today? Yeah, I took a couple trades. I can show you guys the trades I took today. I took 2 trades. 2 trades. I was going to take a third one, which is actually on here. I was going to take this one, guys, but I didn't take it. This one here, but I did put in a fake trade. I'm supposed to enter here. As you can see, this was my entry. When I missed it and I saw this, I'm like, all right, let me just put in one so that if it hits my TP, I can know that my setup was correct. Because you guys know I don't trade Euro AUD, but I'll show you guys what I traded this morning. So I traded Nas Where are we at? Give me 1 second. 1 second. Recently, my trading view has been super, super slow. Let me just do something real quick. All right. Yeah, so Nas, I took this trade here. Where is it at? Right here. Quick 1 to 2. I took this on my largest account, so you already know I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I took this trade this morning. So this was one trade, and then the next trade I took was it Euro JPY? Euro JPY. I'm gonna show you guys in a second. Hey, Fauci, I heard you. Bro, what's going on? You guys see this? The tab crashed due to an error. Yeah, that's why my trading view is like freezing. Something's wrong. Something is wrong. It's not supposed to freeze at all. There you go. It's much smoother now. So, not AED-JPY. I wanted to take this trade. Didn't take it. I took this one instead. This one. This one hit TP this morning. Took this trade for real too. Happy with those two. All right. Happy with those two. You guys, I'm going to be doing a series where I show you guys like 5 or so different strategies, 3 to 5 strategies. I don't use them all. I only use one. Sometimes I'll just take price action and still find my setup around that, but I only have one strategy that I use. There is another one I'm working on right now that is mad accurate, but since we were getting close to elections, it stopped showing up. So I haven't been able to use it as much as I want to. But I'll show you guys some of these strategies so that you guys, Adib was asking for demand. I'm going to do supply and demand for Adib. Adib, I haven't forgotten your request. I'm going to be doing that for you. But yeah, so those are the 2 trades that I took this morning. Both hit. And even let's take a look at the AUD-JPY. Almost hit TP. Almost hit TP. This one I took on the 15. That was the thing. I took this one on the 15. So that's the difference here. I usually take my setups on the 1 minute. So that's part of the reason why I also didn't take the trade. Is like, it's not really my setup. But I wanted to see, I was curious to see if it was going to go to TP. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm a happy camper, making money. The stress we have right now is this account right here, right? Because of how we're trading. The problem I'm having with this account is, one, nothing's really happening. We haven't been able to, because when I'm trading these accounts, I'm trading them when you guys are on, like when we're streaming. So it gives me a set amount of trades every day at a specific time. And some of these trade setups are happening before I'm going live. You see what I'm saying? So that's the issue. That's number 1. Number 2, I've been taking stupid trades. We all know this. But number 3, I'm not able to trade freely too, because like it's different when you're trading with you guys. I'm not getting a chance to analyze the market the way I would want. So if I see a setup right now, go into my zone, I'm like, I just got to decide to hop in. So you see what I'm saying? A couple factors missing, but it's all good. It's all good. We're going to make it back anyways, guys. We just have to get a couple more trades and we're good. GBP USD. GBP USD. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to keep an eye out on this. I'm going to say, I don't trade this, but yeah. And I'll show you guys what I mean. All right, so here JPY, GPCHF, ADC. Oh, ADJPY is actually going down nicely. Hopefully it hits TP. You guys, here's my number 1 issue with trading. Everybody has something they struggle with. In fact, let me put up a poll and then we can all vote and then we could talk about it. So I'm going to put here. All right, you guys, let me know. Let me know. right? Sam said I don't get ads. Yo, scientist arrived. Yes, sir. Fauci's in the building. Hey, Fauci, I heard you won yesterday. Treat us. I also don't get ads. What's up, Adi? There you go. It's not for everybody. For those of you who are getting ads, you know what I mean? See it through. Plow through it. Okay, GPUSD. All right, let's go back real quick. Let's see what's going on. All right, cool. All right, cool. Let's see what we can do here. Hey, guys. Anti-cycle, profit, no trades today. Been held up with my other job, missed. Yeah, it's been a very busy week for me as well, so I haven't been able to do some things. But this morning, I said, because last night I was looking for trades. I was, well, supposed to. Yes, Toby, that's the spirit. You guys want to add right now? All right, here we go. Yo, start early. Yeah, I'm gonna do that for the. Listen, if we do another challenge, I'll start earlier. But I'm not going to do that right now. Did you guys get an ad? Yo, me and Fauci were talking about it yesterday. We said that everybody who is going in and out of these live streams and hopping in and out, they deserve the ads. Fauci said they're getting taxed. So we're going to call it the foreign tax. Anytime you leave the live or you talk trash, you're getting taxed. I'm going to hit you with an ad. Take another one. Yo. 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 Oh gosh. I think if you didn't get the ad, you're lucky. You guys want to come? I'll talk trash. I'm going to hit you guys with 1,000 ads. Watch. Alright, yeah, I'm done. All jokes aside, I'm done. Oh, sorry about that. I hope you made your money back. Should play that song for you. The monetization is going to be a problem. Trust me. Oh my god. Professor said, oh sorry. Oh, at a deep. Oh, sorry about that, bro. I'm happy for you made your money back. You should play that song for you. Yeah, we will. We will play some songs. Brother. But yeah, man, this week has been crazy for me. So I was supposed to look for trades last night, and then this morning I'm like, nah, bro, I gotta lock in. So I found some setups this morning, and I found 4 setups, took 2. And both of them hit. I'm happy with that. There's this trading challenge is just, I literally had to check myself the other day because my psychology was drifting, and I'm like, nah, don't slow down. It's not one of those. You want to know the interesting thing about psychology, guys, is like, I hate to say it, it's basically how you feel. That's really what it is. And like, depending on what your psychology is like, that's why they tell you if you had a fight with your spouse or you had a bad day, don't come to the market. It affects your psychology. When I'm not in the best mood, I make the most mistakes. It's just how life goes for me. You see what I'm saying? So you guys are voting. Let's see how many votes so far. 7. That's amazing. There's 12 people in here. Let's get like one more vote. Just one more vote. And then we're going to talk about it. So at least for most people, so this is the good news about this poll so far. Nobody's struggling with the win rate. So that's amazing, right? So win rate, we can say win rate. We'll say check. Okay. We have risk management, right? And that is at 29%. Okay. Strategy, same thing. And then we have psychology with, what's going on? Psychology, which most people struggle with. All right. So let's see. My struggles, I don't know when to take profit. All right, guys, let's talk about this, right? If we're not going to take trades, which I'm going to still look for trades, but if we can't find any trades today, then let's at least learn something. You know what I mean? So let me end this poll. I asked one more person to vote, and nobody voted. Thank you guys for liking the stream. Hey, those of you who are here and you're not interacting with the stream, one second, guys. Guys, I just paid the tax too. I got hit with an ad. What was I gonna do here? I came on here for some reason. Okay. Anyways, let's end this poll. Thank you guys for liking the stream. All right, so we ended the poll. And let's talk about what we can do. You just got an ad? Nice. Thank you for supporting. I appreciate the support. All right, so here's the thing. When it comes to win rate, you guys are obviously found a strategy that works, so I'm happy about that. I'm happy that you guys have found a strategy that, oh wait, let me put the numbers here real quick. Let me put, this was, strategy was 28%. Psychology was, what was it, 42%? Yeah. And strategy was also. All right. Okay. So win rate, you guys aren't struggling with win rate. It seems like for whatever reason, you guys' win rate is good. That's great. So if you guys have a good win rate, right, your psychology should be better because you're winning more. You should be more confident in your setups. But when I look at this data right here, risk management and strategy. Let's take strategy away for a second. Risk management is the reason why your high win rate is not effective. Because if I'm risking 1% to make 0.5% and I'm winning 90% of my trades, all it takes is a string of like 3-4 losses and I'm back down to where I started, right? So say, for example, I have a 80% win rate. So I'm risking 1% every time. And I'm risking 2% to make 1%. I win 8%, right? If I lose 2 trades of risking 2%, I'm down half, right? So it's backwards. You miss 4 trades in a row, you're cooked. You know, and sometimes you start off a challenge with a bit of a negative streak, right? So these are the things that affect the way we trade. So risk management. So we're going to talk about risk management. We're going to talk about strategy. Strategy is simply your setup, okay? I believe the reason why people are struggling with their strategy is because of their psychology as well. So here's the thing. If I tell you every time you see a double top, right, sell or buy, it's the easiest strategy in the world. You just have to put your stop loss, let's say, and I'll tell you, okay, put your stop loss, let's say 5 pips, okay? Every time you see a double top, enter on the break of the, in fact, let's do this. Enter on the break of the double top and then go for 1 to 2, put your stop loss at the top of the double top. How about that? Okay, like this. Go for 1 to 2. If I tell you this is your strategy, you would say, oh, that's easy. And what would happen? You'd get a couple wins and the losses would start to kill you, especially when you're losing 4 in a row, right? And so what happens is that when people are following their strategy and the strategy starts to take more than 2 to 3 losses in a row, guess what everybody does? Oh, shoot, this is already starting to break. Guys, 1 second here. All right, I'm going to enter this real quick. All right, guys, we're going to put our stop loss here. And we're going to see if we can get a 1 to 2. And this hopefully should be an easy, guys, it's not a signal. Don't touch this. If it were real or valid, you know, I don't trade GBP USD. If it were real or valid, I would be taking this trade on our account. So right here, perfect. All right, guys, so just bear with me. Just ignore that for now. All right, so what happens is that when you start trading, right, and your trades don't play out the way that they're supposed to, you get 1 or 2 trades, guess what everybody does? They're like, oh, shoot, this strategy doesn't work. So what should I do? Let me, instead of trying to figure out why it's not working, let me change the strategy, right? Or let me add some things to the strategy. So for example, let's say, again, you're supposed to trade double tops. What will happen is that you'll go and watch, let's say Marcus. Let's say Marcus is one of those gurus. You'll go and watch Marcus, right? Marcus will show you a trade where he entered right here at the top of the double top. And in that same trade, he made a 1 to 20. You're going to say, I want to do that. And then Marcus is going to say, yeah. So when we get here, we look for the equilibrium of the suspension and the gravitational force that is able to counter the centrifugal force that is able to break the open structure of the dimensions of the universe. And you're going to be like, oh my God, Marcus really knows what he's doing. So you're going to start implementing things you don't understand that don't necessarily help your strategy. And then now you've botched your strategy. Your strategy went from being 60% to 40%. So after you realize that your strategy was losing, you didn't like it, you added something else from Marcus's strategy, it didn't work. Guess what you do? You change strategies. And this is all due to what? Psychology. Do you know what happens when you keep hopping from strategy to strategy? Don't get me wrong. I had to do it too, right? This shows that you have it's right here, lack of commitment to something. I think I spelled that wrong, guys. Bear with me. All right. This shows that you have a lack of commitment. This is the issue. You guys need to be able to stick to something. Commit. The reason why some of you guys are doing so well and losing your money is because you don't have discipline to see something through. When you are committed to your strategy, you're committed to your plan, you're committed to the things that you're supposed to be committed to, you know what happens? You end up successful. What are the chances that this trade is going to win? I don't know. Maybe 60-40? My job is, if this is my strategy that I said this is my strategy, take it every time I see it. That sounds like Marcus. He sounded Marcus a fake guru. No, Marcus is not like that, guys. You won't catch him ever talking like that on his channel, ever. You see what I'm saying? But I'm using him as an example because him and I are cool like that, and I know he wouldn't take offense to it. You see what I'm saying? And he doesn't even teach strategies. But long story short, you guys get my point, right? So what's happening is that my job is to commit. That's why you guys will see if I take a trade, what will happen when price comes all the way here, starts reversing? People say what? Close the trade. Close the trade. I'm like, no. My job is to see it to the end. That's it. The only time I would ever close a trade is if it's already hit 1 to 2, it's at like a 1 to 5, 1 to 6, and it starts reversing. Yeah, I'm gonna close the trade. I already did my part. But until it goes to my area, I am not going to touch it, because that's my job. So psychology shows up in many ways. People think psychology is, oh, I'm holding the trade. Ah, yes. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm not bothered. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, keep going. Oh, it's reversing. That's okay. We're built for this. That's not psychology. You see what I'm saying? Your psychology helps you hold the trade, but that psychology is not a feeling where you're like, I can hold the trade, because there's a lot of people who are really good at gambling who can see their, in fact, how many of you guys hold the trade that's reversing and you still hold the trade? You have strong psychology. You see what I'm saying? It's just unfortunately on the other side. So what I'm saying is psychology impacts everything up here, your win rate, your risk management, your strategy. That's why psychology is so important, because I can teach you my strategy. A lot of my strategies, if not all my strategies, are available on my channel. But you're not going to be able to do it like I do it, because you don't have my psychology. There are places I enter. How many times have I entered trade and people are like, why are you selling here? We're in an uptrend. Yeah, so what? I do what I do because this is how I became, successful in trading. Or let me not say successful, because I haven't made my first 100K yet in trading. But this is how I have become consistently profitable and got payouts and got funded. It's by sticking to my plan. So what you guys need to learn, we're going to talk about this in the boot camp. There are things that I implemented that turned me from a trader who was losing and messing with his trades to a trader who was consistently winning. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. So psychology is because of your lack of commitment. I see people say, even yesterday in the what's it called? During the competition, people are like, yeah, I was kind of up, but then I wanted to trade and I wanted to switch my position. Bro, make up your mind. Those of you guys say it all the time, man, boy, I'm waiting for a woman. I can't wait to find a girl who's for me, stands by me. You know no one's going to commit to you if you can't commit. Like it's a law. If you guys have commitment issues, it's going to show up in every aspect of your life. I promise you. I promise you. Right? So you guys got to learn to commit. You got to learn to see these things through. All right, we're almost at TP or close to TP, whatever. Price is reversing. What are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to cry? Are we supposed to panic? Or are we supposed to let the trade do what the trade does? Let the trade play out. Who cares? Why do you guys think I'm taking trades in front of you guys and I'm like, we'll get them on the next one? It doesn't really affect me. I took the chance with what I thought. If my win rate is good, I'm good. So psychology is a very big thing. All right, let's talk about strategy. What is strategy? How many of you guys can tell me what does a strategy consist of? Let me know. What do you guys think a strategy consists of? What makes a strategy? I want some participation today. While we also look for trades, bro. I gotta look for trades too. I'm out here preaching like no tomorrow. All right, look at AUDJPY. Beautiful, like clockwork. Hopefully, but you can see it's kind of struggling in this area. Hopefully it can break this even if it's a little bit, just to hit TP. But we need to find some trades. GBP USD. Oh, nothing really going on with this. Excuse me. Euro JPY, I already took the trade this morning. Also, guys, I know you're going to ask, how come you didn't take this trade on our account? Because it's not our strat. Like, I'm trying to be very disciplined with what I'm teaching you guys. One strategy, one time frame, one setup, that type of stuff. All right. I have broken my rules a couple times and been a bad example, but for the most part, I'm still trying to teach you guys what matters. All right. Did you build yourself strategy or you learned from somebody? No, I actually came across you guys. I can. So, all right. Let me see if I could pull this up. All right. You guys see all this? You see all these videos? Right? You see all this? Look, all the way back from 2022. And mind you, these are what I decided to keep on the drive. I have older ones. They're probably down somewhere, like in a folder. But all these videos you see, all trading. All trading. All the videos you guys are seeing is me recording my trades. So when I first started trading, there are some things I identified right away. And trading is weird. I'll give you guys an example. Give me 1 second. Let me open the Discord and just add. Yeah, I haven't. Is Sako on here? Sako, if you're on here, I haven't bought it yet for you. All right. So I just saw your message. Let me actually respond to you. I'll do that today after the stream. All right. So just be patient. I got you. You're going to get it. You good. All right. Let me copy this. All right. Everybody else, don't let just Sako and Siam answer. What do you guys think makes up a strategy? Let me pin this message. There we go. What do you guys think makes up a strategy? Right? So Siam said wins over losses and consistent strategy. But you see, and Siam, no disrespect to you, I like the fact that you're engaging, you're trying, but you've kind of defined strategy with strategy. I need you to give me like what consists of a strategy. What makes up a strategy? I have seen them at Adib's profit path. Oh, okay. So you've seen, because yeah, Adib's been posting some stuff in the chat, in the Discord about how he does his trades, his trade journal, stuff like that. But guys, I need more specifics. You see, if we don't know what strategy is, how are we going to understand how our strategy works? And don't get me wrong, I know you guys have a strategy that you trade with, but the more you understand something, the more you can execute and implement it and wield it. You see what I'm saying? Adib says supply demand. Those are forms of strategies, but what makes up a strategy? We're not moving on until we get this, guys. I really want you guys to understand this. We need to understand what makes a strategy. What does a strategy consist of? All right. We're going to figure it out together, guys. What does a strategy consist of? Strategy equals analysis. I think that was GBP USD. That's right here. All right, guys. So look, easy, right? I mean, we haven't hit some form of TP, but we should most likely hit TP. All right, guys. I'm going to do a breakdown of this as well. Okay, look. There are things that are apparent in the market. We'll get to that in a sec. All right, so let me look at some of your answers. Analysis, method, entry criteria, and profit and loss target. Can we clap for Professor, please? That is a beautiful explanation. Guys, put some heart emojis, some, W's in the chat for Professor. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. That was a very, 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 very good definition. Mr. R said tons of back testing and forward testing. That helps you perfect your strategy, but not quite, by using data, building edge on it. Again, you guys are kind of like, don't get me wrong, you guys are not wrong in a sense. You're just, what I'm trying to get nailed down is kind of what Professor nailed down, okay? Your strategy, now if you take the analysis method out, it's your entry criteria, your profit and loss risk manager. It's a combination of things, okay? What a strategy is this. I'll use this as an example. I looked for, a point of interest. And my job was, or my strategy was, if the price gets to my point of interest, I'm going to look for some price action combination and enter the trade risk 1 to 2. Okay? Now the 1 to 2 risk is risk management. The strategy is the edge I have over the market that I've built based on a combination of things. Number 1, trend direction that I always tell you guys about. Market structure, okay? Candlestick patterns. I tell you guys about this all the time. That is your strategy. Your strategy is when price gets to this level and I see an engulfing candle. I have a friend, guys, and you guys can use this if you want. I have a friend that trades something called, not a trend, a friend. I'm so sorry. I know a trader who trades something called the 1, 2, 3 engulfing. He waits till price gets to his level or his area of interest. And once he gets 3 candles in a row and then an engulfing, that's when he enters his trade. So here's a prime example. This is a 5-minute chart. Here's candlestick 1, candlestick 2, candlestick 3. Okay, let me just 2, 3. All right. When he sees 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candles, and then an engulfing candle, you see that right there? I have this engulfing indicator on. I used to use it a lot. When you see the engulfing candle, so I'm even late. He's entering right here. That's his entry. Okay, that's his strategy. He's looking for his point of interest, market direction, market structure, and then when he gets his candlestick confirmation, that's how you build strategy. Okay, and Anti-Sacco mentioned edge. Edge is different from strategy. Your strategy should have an edge. Okay, I don't want to get into too many definitions. I was about to ask you guys what does edge mean, but let me explain it to you guys. Edge means that your strategy that you implement has a higher percentage over the market. Okay, I'll give you an example. All right, let me take this off. If my strategy, right? If my strategy, let's say the win rate, and this, before you guys say, well, you can have a low win rate and still be profitable, just hear me out for 2 seconds. If my strategy loses more than it wins, do I have an edge? You see what I'm saying? Now, again, we're not talking about the fact that people can still lose more and still have a low win rate and still be profitable. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, thank you. No. Technically, no. You see what I'm saying? There are ways that you can, still be profitable without having a high win rate or a win rate that's positive. But technically, an edge is defined by having something that gives you an advantage. An advantage meaning my edge should be net positive. It should be higher than 50%. My strategy should be higher than 50% or else I don't have an edge. If my strategy is 50-50, guess what I have? A coin toss. You see what I'm saying? So edge and strategy are not the same. If your strategy is performing at a 20% win rate, you technically don't have an edge because anybody can start taking random trades and probably get a 20% win rate, right? The reason why win rate matters is because our edge is supposed to give us a higher win rate. You see what I'm saying? Say that again. I just said it, Fauci. Edge includes any way you see your setup. Data will give you that confidence since you know you're profitable and you won't sabotage good risk. No, okay. Sacco. I like what you're saying and I get where you're coming from, but that's not, it's not just the way you see your setup, right? That's an intuitive thing that you build after learning, right? Like, for example, I'll give you guys an example. This trade I took here, you guys saw me take it in front of you, and I said, okay, I'm just gonna enter. There's things I've seen in the market over and over that makes me say there's a high chance this is gonna go to this level. That's an intuitive thing. I can't actually teach you guys because I can tell you today that it's because I got an engulfing candle. Tomorrow it may be for a different reason. But I can tell you just by looking at look at the trades. I'll go over the trades I took today. A lot of them are not uniform, but because of my intuitive skill and and my intuition I built over the years trading the markets, you look at certain things, you just know that's gonna go up. That's gonna be a winner. That, you see what I'm saying? That is a form of an edge, but that's not your edge per se. You see what I'm saying? So the way you see it set up, data will give you that confidence. Data will give you confidence, but that's also a separate part. Profitable. You won't sabotage. Good risk. Well, bro, Sacco, that's the only part I'm gonna disagree with you on. People still sabotage good risk management, like setups. You want to know why? If I enter this is a perfect example. I've entered this trade. I'm aiming for 1 to 2. Price came all the way up here. Guess what happens every time I close when I see price going down? I'm sabotaging the trade. And yes, you may have confidence from backtesting that your trade has an edge. But when you're in the live market, because your psychology is jacked or your emotional control isn't there, you're going to mess with your trades. This is the reason why in the beginning I was walking away from my trades, because my even though my edge was proven, look, when I was completing some of these challenges, my win rate was like 90 something percent. It just took too long to set up. That's why I changed my strategy. But I had this one strategy that was 90%. And like, if I wait for it, it takes like, I see like maybe twice a month. But if I wait for it, it hits. But what was happening is that because it took so long to play out, every time it would go, because I was trading this on like, I think the 1 hour and the 15. So let's say this is the 1 hour. So let's say, for example, I enter here because it's the 1 hour. I'm going to say my stop loss has to be, let's just say for an example, my stop loss has to be here. My take profit has to be here. You know what happens when I have to wait so long? Price comes all the way to this level and starts reversing. Right when it gets back here, I close because I've been waiting so long. You see what I'm saying? My psychology, and you might say, oh, you're just being patient. That's part of psychology. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying all this to say that people can sabotage. The reason why people can teach you their strategy and you can still lose or not win using their strategies because of things like that. You see what I'm saying? Sako said, so true, human nature and trading. Yeah, you see what I'm saying, Sako? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not wrong in a lot of ways. You're bringing up great things that are great factors, and I agree with you in a lot of ways. I'm saying people can absolutely sabotage a good strategy. 1,000%. You see what I'm saying? Siam said, oh, wait. I just got an ad when you were explaining. I'm reviewing my YouTube preview right now. Hey, all of you guys getting ads, eat the ads. And don't mess with me. I'll put another one in there. Tax you guys. All jokes aside, Kairos said risk management, divergence, adaptability, market understanding, and clear visions and goal. Kairos, you're absolutely correct in terms of what's necessary or what can help you really just crush the markets or be consistent. 1,000%. We're trying to find those like the components, the basic components that make up strategy, and then we're going from there. But I don't disagree with what you're saying. Fauci said facts. At least that helps a lot. 1,000%. Say wallahi will. No, Fauci, I want to stay focused on what we're doing. All right, so strategy, right? So there are some components that strategy comprises of. When you have a strategy, what you're saying is, it's kind of like, you guys play games, all right? I was telling you guys the other day about Call of Duty. I have a specific strategy when I'm playing Call of Duty. When you play it long enough, you start to understand that there are certain parts of the map where people spawn, or there are certain parts of the map that people are drawn to. So my strategy is not that I'm running to that area. My strategy is when I get to that area, what I do that gives me a higher chance of beating my opponents in that area. So the strategy is not that you've identified the area. Your strategy is what you do to give you a higher advantage over your opponent in that area. Okay, so when I'm playing COD, just stick with me for a sec. I know some of you guys don't play COD. When I'm playing COD, all right, I'll give you guys a basic map. Let's see, what's a good? Nuketown. Nuketown, when you're playing Nuketown, right, one of the best places if you're a sniper, that if you're like a sniper learning to snipe, one of the best places that will give you a good advantage is the garage. You run into the garage when the game starts. In the garage, if you angle yourself correctly, you can see through the bus or the trailer and the other garage across. So what you do is you angle yourself, and your strategy is when I stay here, it hides me from open view, but gives me an advantage to see everyone else, and you shoot from that angle. You see what I'm saying? And that gives you a higher chance of beating your opponents as opposed to standing plain in the garage and just spraying. So your strategy is how you take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves when you get to that area. So for example, in trading, when price gets to my point of interest, what's my strategy? I wait for a break of structure and a certain candlestick pattern. So I'll use this for example. Let's say right now we have a 1, 2, 3 engulfing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3 candlesticks in a row, and then one engulfing candle. Good, that's my candlestick pattern. What am I waiting for? Some sort of break of structure or shift in market structure. Boom, there it is. These are the components that make up my strategy. So whenever I get to my point of interest, because I've identified the trend, right? So the trend is we're supposed to be, well, we're going down. Let's say, you guys just bear with me for a second. Let's say, for example, that price hadn't come all the way down here and gone up. And let's assume, let's pretend that price had actually been coming from this side. So we were doing this, and then price went here and then broke, okay? So we're supposed to continue upwards. So I've identified the trend. I've identified the point of interest. Now that I'm at this area of point of interest, I'm looking for a candlestick pattern and something, some other confluence or confirmation that's going to help me execute my trade and give me an advantage. What advantage? What are the chances that my strategy is going to go up over the people who are selling? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we want repeated. You want repeated comments? Watching was some of you. Trade GPUs and good explanation. Oh, Donovan is in the building. What's good, Donovan? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. What's good, brother? How you doing? You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to strategy, right? This is what it means. So here's the thing. When people get here, a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, as soon as price gets to this level, because it's an area of support, I'm going to buy." That's not bad. His strategy is just based on the fact that price has tapped into this zone multiple times and he believes price is going up. That's not bad. But when you really build a solid strategy, you add 2 to 3 components that gives you, as we were talking about, an edge in your strategy. Because everybody can say, "Oh, price is tapping this zone, let's buy." But what gives you an edge? Your strategy. So when you get to this level, you wait for your 1, 2, 3 engulfing candle, you wait for your break of structure, market structure, whatever, then you enter. Because why? Price coming and giving you an engulfing candle means volume, right? An engulfing candle means this candle here was completely engulfed. It was swallowed. Let me do it like this. This is the previous candle. This is the new candle. The new candle has swallowed the volume, the price action in the previous candle. That's this candle right here. And I can put this on for you guys to see. All right. That's right here. So this candle engulfed this candle. So what does that tell me? Volume has been injected into the market, right? Now, what am I waiting for? A break of some sort of structure or a market structure shift. When price is going down, what is price supposed to do? Price is supposed to go down, up a little bit, down some more, up a little bit some more. So if price comes down and then does this, this means we might be changing direction. You see what I'm saying? It's called a market structure shift. So price has come down, giving me 3 candles in a row, an engulfing candle. It gave me this intermediate high, went down, gave me a lower high or higher low, and then broke. That tells me or confirms to me we're going up. You see what I'm saying? So this is what your strategy comprises of. 2 to 3 things that gives you an edge over everybody else who's trading that in that area. Because everybody is, look, I'll give you another example. A lot of people want to buy here. But what prevents you from getting stopped out and then price going your way? Your strategy. Your strategy is what prevents you from getting stopped out because you're waiting for certain things to be confirmed before you enter the trade. If you did this and said, "Oh, price is at this zone, I'm just going to put my stops here at the end of this thing," what would have happened? Price would have taken you out and then moved towards the upside. So your strategy helps you not only stay in the trade, but helps you avoid losses. This is what gives you an edge over the market because everybody can say, "Oh, I'm going to enter here, put my stops there." But what gives you the edge or the advantage that price is not going to violate your stops and go up? Your strategy. All right, so that's strategy. Gosh, I've been talking about strategy for a minute. So we talked a little bit about psychology. We're talking about strategy now. Let's talk about risk management. All right, risk management is key. And you would think people understand it or can implement it, and they won't. Here's the problem with risk management. People don't have a static risk management. So therefore, their trades don't always play out the way they want. Here's the reason why I stopped taking partials. Here's the reason why I stopped messing with my TPs and certain things and moving stops to break in. Because when you do that, you're actually affecting your risk management. You may say my win rate is 80%, no problem. But is it 80% if I keep closing early and all that stuff? Sure, I'm winning the same amount, but I'm not making as much money. If I keep closing at a 1 to 5 and I keep losing 1% and I'm 60%, let's say, I might actually be in the negative, because of the fact that I'm not allowing my trades to play out. Risk management means I risked 1, I got to make 2, right? And if your strategy consists of you hitting a 1-to-1 and your win rate is high, cool. But when you start taking below what you plan to risk and gain, you are chopping up your wins. You're chopping up your wins, which will in turn do what? It'll cause you to lose more money in the long run. You guys, trading is math. It's not hard. Trading is math, okay? Trading is about probability Probability and risk management. Those are the only two things in trading. Psychology is added because we as human beings don't like to be wrong. We don't like to lose money. Shoot, I'm staring at the comments, but I'm not even reading them. Watching while holding. Good, bro. Glad to know you're good, Donovan. If you take partials, it's not the same, right? With when it hits your target. Because I mean, Fauci, look, this is a 1 to 2, right? I exited here. Oops. This is a 1 to 2. Let's say I exited here because actually in real life the trade closed like around here. Cool. I took profit, but I hit a 1 to 1.3. So let's say this was $1,000 I risked. Okay. I'm gonna say risk equals $1,000. Okay. Reward equals $2,000. This is how it goes, right? I'm going to say actual, which means what I actually got was, okay, there's 800 missing. What's good? What's good, ranker? There's 800 missing. So what's going to happen is when I keep doing stuff like this, I might win 1,300 here, might win 12, might win 15 here. But when I lose, I keep losing 1,000. You see what I'm saying? I keep losing 1,000. And if my win rate is 50% or 60%, it's not going to be long when I hit a losing streak of like 4 trades. I lost 4K. But the times I won, okay, in fact, let's do the math. Let's do the math, okay? We're going to say every time we win 1,300. All right, so you do 1,300 by 4, and you get 5,200. Perfect. All right, 5,200 is how much you've won after 5 trades. 5,200. Oops. 5,200. I'm gonna say 5 trades, 5 wins. Okay. And then every time you've lost 1,000. Okay. 5K, 5 L's. Okay, 5 losses. What do you end up with? You end up with a positive of $200. That's insane, right? You're not going nowhere with numbers like this. With numbers like this, you're not going anywhere. Whereas if I won five proper trades of, 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, I would have 10K, right? Sorry. I'd have 10,000, right? And I would have lost 5,000. Right? So what would that mean? I would still be up. I mean, it's basic math, but I'd still be up 5K. I'm sorry, 4 wins. You're correct. You're 4 wins. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. 4 wins. 4 wins and 4 losses. So we'd be here. Okay? So I'd be up. Okay, good. So I'd be up 1,200. Great. I'd be up 1,200. No problem. I'm still up positive. No worries. All right? So I'm 50%. You guys already know if that goes down a bit, you know what happens. Okay, no problem. Over here, we're going to do 4 trades. So 4 trades means I'm going to win 8K. And this point, I'm going to make 4. Everybody knows that when you get into the markets, and I know this sounds kind of like not correct, but what you want to do is at least double your money. That's really all we're all aiming for. The people use trading. It's not like today where we're all trying to day trade to scalp and make money every day. The people who started investing, they were trying to double their money. That's really all that everyone's trying to do. A 1 to 2 risk to reward allows you to double your money at a 50% win rate. At a 50% win rate. You see what I'm saying? So if you're right half the time on a 1 to 2, you're good. So if I keep chopping it up, I'm up 1,200. If I let it do what I need to do, I'm up. Why do I keep putting 4,000, 5,000? I'm sorry, guys. I'm up 4,000. I've doubled my risk, or at least kept my risk, right? Because look, I risked 4,000. I made 4,000. I've doubled my money. I've doubled my money. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you want to do. When your risk management is out of whack, you keep chopping at it. You keep taking partials. You keep doing all these things. Don't get me wrong. People take partials, and partials work, right? Partials work when your TP is way more than a 1 to 2. All right? When your TP is way more than a 1 to 2, let me get rid of all these guys. 1 second. When your TP is way more than a 1 to 2, you could take partials. All right? If I'm risking, let's do this real quick. If I'm risking right? Maybe like a 1 to 6, 1 to 7. Yeah, I could take partials. I could take a partial out of 1 to 3. I can close half. I'll be up 1.5%. Let the rest run. I know people who trade like that and they're successful. No problem. I'm saying for those of you guys who are beginning, who usually can't hold that long, when you're doing that around this level, you're just chopping up your risk management. And even so, even when you're going, let's say, okay, 1 to 6, I see some people will take partials at 1 to 3. It goes up to a 1 to 4, maybe 1 to 5, comes back down to less than a 1 to 2, and then they start chopping it up. So overall, they made like 2%. Just go for a 1 to 2 then. What's the point of watching the trade go all the way up here if you're going to go 2%? Just risk 1 to 2. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that go into it that just chop up your risk management, things like that. And that's why people butcher their results. So I trade, if you guys notice, I trade mechanically. I enter, I don't touch, I let it ride out. If I mess with it, I'm just screwing myself in the end. What happens when I'm down to, I was up 1,200, okay? And I was supposed to make, let's say 8% on that account. So I was supposed to make 8K. I'm up 1,200. Where's the other 6,800? I got to find that out. I got to bring it back up. That's way more trades than I'm willing to take. Now I got to take an extra 10 trades and hope that some will go 1 to 2, some will go 1 to 3. Like, it's not consistent. I run a business, multiple. And the thing that we strive for in our businesses is one thing: systems. Systems make it. The reason why we can rely on certain businesses, brands, products, services is because of systems. Systems ensure that we have what you call repeatable, what's the word I'm looking for? Results. Okay? Repeatable results. When you get into your car, the reason why you have confidence, and I know you guys are going to make jokes about wind turbines like me, man, I start my car here. I know. But when you start your car, the reason why you have confidence is going to start is because the system, the ECU running the car, all the spark plugs, everything that has been built by the manufacturer, that whole system has been proven to repeat, what's the word I'm looking for? To consistently produce the same result. When you push the start button, what's supposed to happen? The car's supposed to start. When you press the accelerator or the gas, right? These are all systems. So when you have a business, you have a trading strategy, which trading is a business, you need a system so that you can say, this month I'm expected. Like when I look at my result, I know how much I'm supposed to make every month because I already did the work. I know some months are good for me, other months not so much. I know some months, this is the months where I'm supposed to perform really well. Other months, I'm going to lose some money. This is too much sauce. We don't deserve this. Thank you, Anti-Sako. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to give you guys what is actually missing. I can sell you guys a strategy. You guys, I have a strategy right now that so far I've taken about 3 or 4 1 to 8 trades. And it's crazy because you would say, okay, 1 to 8 is amazing, but I'm not even aiming for 1 to 8. I'm aiming for higher than that. But the strategy is capping out at about 1 to 8. And it doesn't show up as often, but it's consistent. So when that comes into play, you guys will start seeing me implementing that in my trading as well. But I'm saying this to say that I can sell you guys any strategy. What's killing you guys? I watch you guys. Look, let's open the Discord. How about this, guys? We're gonna do a review today. All right. Don't be offended. Don't look at it and say, okay, you know what? Foreign's picking on me. I'm not picking on you. We're just gonna go through trading ideas. All right. I'm gonna scroll. In fact, let me do this in front of you guys. I'm gonna scroll randomly and I'm just gonna land on, let's see, the next chart. No, that's from yesterday. Okay, let's do this. What about this one? Perfect. This is Anti-Sako. Okay? Anti-Sako has, I'll probably have to open this in the browser. Hopefully you guys can see this. But Anti-Sako, this was his, look, you see how he has it marked out here? Break a structure towards the downside, came back up, he's entering. Okay? So why is it that, let's say Anti-Sako, this trade wouldn't play out for him, or he would come back and say things didn't go well? The only way Anti-Sako can come to me and say, yo, bro, this is not a good trade or I didn't perform well is if he touched anything. Like, he's already marked it out. After he executes the trade, he's supposed to let it be. If he comes and says, bro, it was supposed to go to 1 to 3, but then I closed, he's the problem. And I see this all the time. I'll see people post something like this, and then later on, they'll post, okay, this was an L. No problem, Anti-Sako. That's fine. You took your L like a man. They'll post something like this where they cut it out at break even and then it went to take profit. Stuff like that. Why? Because they keep touching the trades. People post great trades in here all the time. Look, here's another one. This is Party Shirt. He's aiming for God knows what. That looks like a 1 to 6 at the very least. You see what I'm saying? But let's see how that played out. He hit TP. Didn't touch it. Who else? Let's go in here. Same person. Party shirt. Looks like him and Anti-Sacco had the same idea. Price is going down. TP hit. Perfect. Anti-Sacco. Bro, Anti-Sacco, I'm going to stop looking at your trades because you're just active in here. And Fauci's in here. Fauci hasn't posted one. Let's go to general. I know sometimes people post in general as well. Let's see if we can find some examples. Because I see it every time. I'll be like glimpsing through just to see how everybody's doing. Fauci, fire, by the way. Fire. Let's see here. Okay, who's this person? I don't know who this person is, but okay, great. This is a great trade, by the way, whoever this is. Hopefully it ended up hitting TP. I want to see if he posts later on about it. No. This is K-Dot. K-Dot be killing it too. I'm just trying to find you guys an example. Shows you how good the traders are in the Discord are. But you guys, I see it all the time where people will have a setup like that. Well, the guy didn't post, so maybe it didn't go his way. You see what I'm saying? But what will happen is that...
Very careful. Hold on. Very careful. That's what I said. I said be very careful.
Yo, shout out my African people. Yo, that was random. All right, so I'll see this happen all the time where guys will put a setup like that. When you go and check later on, they messed up with the trade. Trade still went their direction. They lost money, yada, yada, yada. It's the same thing. So all I'm trying to say is that is what is killing you guys when it comes to these trading moves, these trading sessions and all these things, right? You just have to move this back to 1 to 2. You just have to let it play out. You see what I'm saying? So I'm glad you guys are seeing that for yourselves and it's making sense. I missed some stuff here. Sorry for breathing the same air as you, bro. Anti-stop, bro. You good. You good. KBS said gold reversing. I'll check gold in a second. Oh, I also participate, but I was getting late, so I went to sleep. Yeah. Hey, who else caught the GU lows? UC highs. GU? Yeah, that's what we're in right now. I don't know if anybody else traded it, but I just got hopped in there to demonstrate something. Good morning, by the way. Just got back from the school runs. Hey, Joshua, welcome back. Glad you got your school runs done this morning. Good to know. Everyone say, hey, Joshua, cool. Sure, guys. I'm flat now. I missed the GU sales after getting stop loss. Ah, sure. It happens. And dumped Asian session. Bro, a lot of things dumped. Let's go to gold because Thing was asking about gold. Let's go to gold. All right, gold just went ballistic. All right, right into this gap, plummeted. Oops, plummeted. And now it looks like it's reversing a bit. Right, so I was supposed to be looking for trades last night as well. And then I got really, like a lot of stuff happened. So I ended up taking 2 trades this morning instead. But long story short, a lot of markets just plummeted or shot up. Look at I'll show you. Look, let's not even look at SPX. Look at US 30. Watch this. Look at US 30 from yesterday while we were in the competition. People entered literally around here, 9:30. Look at where it's at. It went 2,000 pips from yesterday, I believe. Almost, right? 18, yeah, almost 2,000 pips. So a lot of these markets just went absolutely crazy. And caught EG buys and you sell off low and close 1 to 3 on all pairs. Nice, Joshua. Only took 10 minutes as well at the 1 hour open. Strategy. We're just talking about a strategy. So you'll hear Joshua say like, oh, 10-minute trade, 30-minute trade, like I say sometimes, or 15 or 5 minutes. Strategy, guys. All right. So anyways, let's go back to what we were talking about very quickly so that we can finish off this lesson here. Let's turn into something else completely. Something else completely. To be honest, guys, here's what I think I'm going to do, to be quite honest. I think I'm going to... we can do another challenge quick before the Dow drops. I mean, if you want... But I think what I'm going to do, I don't think it's fair today to call today day 25. I think we didn't trade at all today. We didn't even look at charts. Markets are all over the place. The trades I took this morning already, they're gone. And I took them on my larger accounts, okay? And the setups I see right now, I can't take on our account. So I think I'm going to change the name of this and I'm going to call it something else. I don't think it's fair to call today day 25. All right, so I'm going to change the name very quickly. Give me a second, guys. We'll say live Forex discussion. Analysis and discussions. And we'll say election markets. All right, guys, so I've gone ahead and changed that. I'm gone ahead and change that. 1 second as well over here. Okay, restart. One moment, guys. I'm just solving some stuff in the background here. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, so let me move this back to display. All right, cool. So yeah, man, that's really what it comes down to. So we had, gosh, what did we have actually? Where was it? I deleted a bunch of stuff. There we go. This is what I was looking for. Move this to 1 to 2. All right, so you can take this for example, right? You can see this trade went all the way up. We closed somewhere around here because that's where my TP was set on the trade itself. I should have moved it higher. But you'll see things like this and you'll want to close. You'll be like, nah, bro, this is reversing. We're already going down, blah, blah. Let the trade play out. This is why we got into trading, okay? Let the trade play out. It'll work. It'll do what it needs to do. All right, so coming back to this, we talked about we didn't talk about win rate. Win rate is out the window. Risk management, strategy, and now we can talk a little bit about psychology. All right, let's break it down a little bit. Man, I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Yo, can we do another one? Okay, we got 4 money. For a scenario like gold, what kind of price action would you anticipate? Continuation to the downside or reversal? How would you look at it? That's a good question. We can take a look at that real quick. I'm not opposed to looking at stuff like that. All right, guys, if you have more questions, just drop them in the comments in the chat, and I'll take a look at them, and we'll look at those things together. So, for example, I'll read the comment again from Professor. Professor said, for a scenario like gold, what kind of price action would you anticipate? A continuation to the downside or reversal? How would you look at it? So you guys know me, all right? And if you don't, I'll explain my positions. You see all these big zones and stuff marked up here? Those are all the zones I wait for, key levels. You'll see some gaps and stuff occasionally, but they'll usually be around key levels or within a key level, right? I am not going to touch nothing until my next zone. So for example, if this was my next zone, this is where I would start anticipating some form of a reaction or a reversal. That's simply how I trade. In this case here, where gold is just plummeting into the ground, I would look at higher time frames and try and figure out what's going on. At this point, I mean, it doesn't take a genius to say we're bearish, okay? Price went up here, right? Gave us some highs, some lows, some highs, some lows, right? Then we start getting lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and now we have lower. This is bearish structure. So what I'm anticipating is that price is going to find something, maybe retest something down here or up here. But either way, we should continue to the downside. But this is also heavily influenced by the election. So it could be one of those where the market is just responding to all those factors and might just completely clean itself back up. But that's essentially how I trade. So at this point, I'm bearish. I'd be looking for areas in here or whatever the case. I don't like middle of the nowhere type stuff like that. I'd be looking for somewhere around up here or seeing if price continues down from here like this, right? And then I would look for that. That's just how I trade. That's it. So for me, I think price is bearish. Will it continue to the downside? Most likely, but it'll probably retrace for a little bit, right? Even if you use a fib, which I don't use, but even if we use a fib, let me switch this to the regular because I was explaining to the other person what the premium zone is. Where's my regular fib? There you go. So even if I use the fib here, I can see that, you know what I mean? There's a good chance price might come around here, maybe around this, what they call the golden zone, and then reverse. We'll see. Only time will tell. But that's literally how I analyze stuff. I just look for key zones, guys. I don't complicate it by trying to chase like, oh, you know how people will see this and be like, man, price is tanked. Let me see if I can get in here and push it down. I don't trade like that. I wait for price to get to my key zones, and that's it. Once it gets to my key zones, I execute my strategy at those levels. Be careful, buy against dollar because retail is sell dollar 9, so I'm doubtful that it will follow through. I think you're responding to Fauci. Joshua, I'm joking, fam. Joshua Baker said that's crazy. Adib said at farm, bro, I have to go. My Wi-Fi is acting up. I'll catch the live in peace. Bro, Adib, have a blessed one, brother. Thank you for joining as always. I will see you tomorrow, God willing, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Alrighty? Yeah, bro, I hit my 10% goal today, so I'm sitting on my hands. Perfect. That's exactly what we teach over here. Not that we teach, but that's exactly what we recommend. Once you hit your goal, 1%, 8%, it doesn't matter what the percent is. You hit your goal for the day, sit on your hands. For me, when I hit my goal for the week, I'm out. I don't care what the market gives me. I'm good. There are very few opportunities you'll see me come back on because like some things, like for example, around the election, let's say, where you can see where price is going to be like, all right, I want to take advantage of that if the setup is A+. But for the most part, I I don't touch nothing after that. Once I hit my goals, I'm out. Anti-Psycho said, I want to send comment using voice note. You know what? Send in the Discord. Send the Discord. I'll listen to it, and then I will reiterate it here on the live. All right, Sako? For a center like gold, what kind of price action? Okay, cool. Got it. Thank you. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. All right, so that's typically how I look at these things. All right, so let's talk a little bit about psychology, guys. For this part of the, I feel like a magician. For my next trick, psychology. For this part of the discussion, guys, what would you consider, what would you say psychology means to you? When you think of trading psychology, what does it mean to you? Let's get some participation in here. What does trading psychology mean to you? Oh, shoot. Let me unplug this. And then I want some participation, guys. What does psychology mean to you? By the way, guys, I'm I'm charging all my memory banks. You know when you travel, sometimes airports have plugs and stuff, but on the plane and other places, sometimes they don't work. So my wife and I have these memory banks. They're really good. Charging all my memory banks. I'm charging the light thing. Let me blind you guys a little bit. Is it on or is it dead? There you go. All right, charging the LED light for my wife and stuff for that. So yeah, guys, what is psychology? Okay, good. Having the discipline and don't react on emotion. Ooh, I like that. I like that. We're gonna keep it. In fact, let me just copy it and put it up here. All right. I like that. I like that idea. I think it's very interesting. All right, guys. So we're talking about psychology. All right. What else? What do you guys think? Don't let Ranker carry the chat. What else do you guys think? What do you guys think psychology is when it comes to trading? Controlling emotions. Okay, that's good. I like that. I could type that up here. We'll do this. We'll do it like this. Oops. We'll say. Okay, controlling emotions. Having the discipline. Okay, cool. Fear of missing a trade. Okay, wow. Wow, okay. Let me copy professors right here. All right, professor, thank you for your input. And paste that right there. Retracements and pullbacks. What else we got? Emotional control, also being logical, non-emotional. Okay, cool. So that's kind of like was it rankers? No, KBFX. Okay, over leverage, over trading. Okay, so control. Okay, we'll put self-control, I guess, right? Or discipline. Okay. Taking every trade that you see. Sure. Let's get like one more in here, guys. We have like 3 or 4. Let's get one more. Learn the skill and be confident to execute and not allow your emotions to change the outcome of the trade setup. Okay, so kind of ties into what everybody else is saying, Joshua, but I like it. All right, I'm just trying to see if I can get a different angle from, because some of you guys are starting to name things that when you do, it shows you're not practicing good psychology, or when you do, it shows you're practicing good psychology. But I want to see if there's any other factors you guys can think of. Ooh. I'm not sure. I'm looking for fast money. All those contribute. I even use my intuition, or if my instinct tells me something, I execute. No questions asked. Okay. You could throw maybe intuition in there. But that ties into, okay, that kind of ties into have the discipline, don't react on emotion, control your emotions. Discipline. Okay, let's add another category here. We'll say, because Joshua mentioned execution. Okay, so we'll say, what's the word that for somebody who, I want to say consistency for now, just to keep it as a placeholder, guys. All right, so don't hold me to it. But we will get to there's a word for like somebody who takes their shot every time, no hesitation. Holding drawdown, but never profits. Again, yes, correct. Consistency, discipline, There's a word I'm looking for. Welcome back, Dean. Dean's in here. Yo, Dean. I'm live. Felt like I've been away forever. Bro, we missed you dearly yesterday, bro. Glad to have you back, Dean. Holding profits. All right, guys. Okay, so we've talked about it a little bit, all right? So let's go into psychology. What is trading psychology? Trading psychology has a lot to do with this one word here. All right? This word right here. Because that's why trading psychology exists. Okay, revenge trading, that's correct. That's correct. Revenge trading is part of it. Okay. Conviction is a good one for sure. Consistency. Okay. Well, I'll just throw that in there, guys. You guys are naming a bunch of stuff. We'll say convictions. Okay. Just to keep it again as a placeholder, but I'm gonna get to what psychology means. All right. Psychology. Okay. At the root is about managing your emotions. That's what psychology is. Psychology is managing emotions, or you can say emotional management. Okay, depending on who you are. Okay, there's something in this world called, gosh, these things are way too large. I think that's the issue. Let's make them smaller. Let's make this a bit smaller as well. 20. Yeah, that'd be better. And then let's put this down here. Actually, no. Let me move this here. All right. Let me move this here. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to better. All right. So we can start over here. Becoming a robot, Fauci said, believe in your edge. Ayo, not all robots make money though. That's true. That's true. But mechanically trading, I get what you're saying, Fauci. All right. So at the root of psychology is emotional management. You're managing your emotions, okay? So Joshua's mentioning, taking your trades. I think Ranker talked about following your intuition, right? But here's the thing. In order for you to follow your intuition, you have to build that emotional rigidity, strength, and discipline to be able to say, even though I feel a certain way or I do feel a certain way, to act with that, as Fauci said, conviction. This is all, everything we're talking about right now is emotions. You see, without emotions, psychology isn't a thing. Because emotions is what affects the mind, right? We talked about this the other day. There's three forms of value, at least to my knowledge. Intrinsic value, market value, and sentimental value. Sentimental value is why people won't sell certain things, right? I'll give you a prime example, and this is a very nasty one. But the other day, Fauci and Adib were making jokes about selling Fauci's wife, because Fauci doesn't have a wife, right? But it was a really funny, weird joke that they had going on, all right? Would you actually sell your wife? No. You wouldn't sell your wife. You wouldn't sell your kids. And even if we take human beings out, there are certain inanimate objects you would not sell because of how much that object means to you. I'll give you an example. My father is no longer with us, right? So if my father had given me a gift before he passed, would I sell that gift? No. Because you may say, oh, well, he just gave you a old shoe. That shoe is only worth $40. Yeah, but there's more. It means more to me than $40, right? So why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because psychology is the reason why somebody can risk $2,000 in a trade and somebody else can't risk $20 in a trade. Psychology. In fact, let's dumb it down. Why can one person risk $2,000 and the other person can't risk $2,000, right? Let's say both people are risking $2,000. What's the difference between trader A? Let me do it like this. What's the difference between trader A, right, who can risk $2,000, and trader B, we're going to say can't risk. All right. What's the difference between trader A and trader B? Let's get talking, guys. Let's get talking. Suppress your negative emotions before and after entering a trade. Calculate your stop loss. Joshua, all the stuff you're saying, Prasad, welcome back, brother. He said patience. Patience is absolutely key for sure. But again, lack of patience is what? The opposite of being patient is being what? Impulsive. Impulsive has to do with spontaneous responses to the chemicals that you're feeling, firing in your brain, which is an emotional thing. You see what I'm saying? So you guys are all naming things that are a result of these things, and I love it. But we're getting to the root cause of it, okay? Fauci said, haha. Joshua, professor said, for me, I notice my emotions get messed up and my psychology is at its worst when trading a small live account because I could blow it at any time. So why is it that, okay, this is perfect. You guys, let's use, thank you, Ranker. Guys, can we put some W's in the chat and some heart emojis? Like the stream, put some W's in the chat for Ranker, please. Please and thank you. Professor gave us a great answer for strategy last time. And now Ranker is giving us a great response for the difference between trader A and trader B. Can we give some put some W's in the chat? Thank you. W's in the chat, guys. Heart emojis. Let's celebrate each other. All right. It's on small accounts because I know what I put in, and also sniper engineer. Joshua, you know what you're reminding me of, Joshua? You're reminding me of those rich people who, because they haven't been broken so long, they've kind of, and I don't want to say you've lost touch because you haven't, but they almost kind of like lost touch with reality. The reason I'm saying this is because you're experienced, you have your strategy, your cycle, everything down. The way you're talking is from, I understand exactly what you're saying. But this, if I give this to, let's say, Shosho, who's new, his results are going to be way different from yours because he's not built that muscle memory, that, emotional fortitude to be able to do what you're saying. You get what I'm saying? So everything you're saying is correct. But the reason why we're going to the basis is because it's not everyone can do it what you do or do it the way you do. You see what I'm saying? But you're not wrong. You see what I'm saying? All right, guys. So we gave some W's to Ranker. Ranker, excellent. Ranker said the difference between trader A and trader B, which ties into what Professor said, is that the money means more to him. That's really all that it is. This is why, because for example, you see the trades that I take randomly on this account? On this account, I have 3.5 million. I can afford to take as many wrong trades as I want because there is no effect. Number one, because the money's not real. And even if it was real, I could afford to lose a couple thousand here. 3.5 mil, what is a couple thousand? You see what I'm saying? But if this was a $350 account or a $3,500 account and I was about to lose 2K, yeah, I'd be in a corner huffing and puffing, having a panic attack, right? Because the money means so much more. So managing your emotions is trading psychology. So let's break it down. All right, so it's our emotions that's messing with the way we execute, analyze, manage, handle our trading. Whether we hold to TP, cut it short, move stops to break even. This is all a result of psychological imbalances, if you will. Right? So trader A can risk 2K and be like, it's all good. Trader B can't even look at 2K. And I'm sure Joshua and Ranker, I'm sure you guys could back me up on this. In fact, let me ask you guys. It's going to be let me just say it. One of the things that changed the way I'm trading was this. I stopped looking at, I know Ranker and Joshua are going to relate to this, but okay, good. I stopped. This helped me a lot. This literally changed me from unprofitable to profitable. One of the things that did it for me. When trader A is losing 2K, he understands on a 200K account, that's 1%. He's all right. He's like, bro, it's 1%. I'm going to make back 4. Whereas in trader B, he's not looking at it like it's 1% of 200K. He's like, bro, this month, after I worked for 40 hours or 40, well, no, a full work week is 40 hours. So by 4 is 160. All right. So after I worked like 200 hours this month, I didn't even make 2,000. Nah, I'm not going to let the 2,000 slip. No way. As soon as it starts going to 800, 600, minus 800, 1,000, he cuts the trade because he's emotionally invested in that money. He's looking at it from a standpoint of, you know what I mean? Like I have a lot to lose as opposed to this is part of the game. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to read some comments here and get back to what I'm saying. Yes, you're right. The money is in a small account means a lot. Cannot afford to get it wrong. So psychology gets really messed up. With a large account, I'd have great psychology. There you go. The way I see it is if you cannot manage a 100 account, you cannot manage a 100K account. Preservation of capitalism key regardless of account size. But the only factor taken into consideration, more money risk has different emotions as. So Joshua, again, I agree with you to a point. Because here's the thing. There are different factors that contribute. I'll give you an example. People take, some of these people that I gave the giveaway accounts to, they're in the same position as Professor, where the account size isn't large, but it means a lot. All right, cool. So you would say, all right, well, since they're very careful with, let's say, a $50 account, if I give them a free 5, 10K giveaway account, they should be able to manage that even more better. What I saw was the opposite. People were way more careless because they're like, I can afford to lose this account because I didn't buy it. You see what I'm saying? There are other factors that go into managing the trades and the accounts and the money itself. And it's not always stemmed from the account size or the money itself. It stemmed from the emotional value in the account. You see what I'm saying? So for example, if I give you a free 100K account, you'd, knowing how you are, you'd probably treat it with the best that you can. But if you're not all the way there yet in your psychology, there might be a part of you be like, you know what though? If anything happens and I lose this account, I lose nothing because I didn't buy it. Right? Meanwhile, you're meticulous with your trading. The way you trade $100 accounts is the way you trade $100,000 accounts. You're very good. But emotionally, you're looking at this and saying, well, technically, I don't lose nothing. This is why gambling is such a problem. Right? When people start thinking, well, you know what? Not that big of a deal, whatever. They just fall into this spiral, this black hole of just consistently losing their money, right? So Joshua, again, you and I don't disagree. Even the Bible says, he that is faithful in the least is faithful in the greater, right? Like, it's something that if you're not good in this, it shows up everywhere else. That's just a fact, right? So I agree with 1,000%. I'm trying to bring the other part of the conversation where a lot of traders are struggling because of these things. I gave away a bunch of free accounts, and I don't think anyone passed the challenge. And there were some who were new, and there were some that were experienced, and nobody passed because they didn't buy the account. That shows my point, broski. Yeah, I mean, to a degree. That's what I'm saying. I don't disagree with you. Like, I'm saying that if you don't treat a small account, you know, let's say if you don't manage $100 correctly, you're not going to manage 100K. But I'm saying there are people, right, that are good at that. But when it comes to, let's say, for example, the fact that they don't have any emotional investments and like they're not going to lose anything, they can still mismanage it. These are people like, for example, I can imagine the same way you would trade a $100 account, you would trade 100,000. Because of how disciplined and how systematic you are. But there are people who are also in your position who would get a free account and be like, and I've seen this in videos where people are really good and like, this account I didn't care about because I didn't buy it. So I'm saying that there are other factors that contribute to not handling the account or the capital the way that you're supposed to, if you get what I mean. Again, we don't disagree. What you're saying overall is a correct premise. I'm just saying there are other factors sometimes that we don't consider. And how I know this is because I talk to people every day. And when you look at the way people are approaching certain things, that's where a lot of these things are coming from. You see what I'm saying? What I did, I'll give you an example. Before, Ranker, I heard you. But let's say you trade. Or are you talking to, you're talking to Ranker. But I'm sorry, Joshua. I thought you were talking to me. Baker, but it's because the bigger can have more breathing room. Oh, okay, my fault. They're having a different conversation. But I will say this anyways because I was going to bring it up as a point. When I was blowing my challenges, I've only blown 2 challenges before I got profitable. I did not, after I blew those 2 challenges, I was profitable after that. And here's what happened. I was trading these accounts, right? And I realized, okay, first, before I got to profit from challenges, I was trading my personal account, blowing accounts, losing money. All right, cool. I realized the capital is not the issue. I didn't say to myself, I lost 1,000, I lost 500, let me add 2,000. I didn't do that. That makes no sense to me because of the fact that if you're not winning or consistently profitable, why would you add more capital? So I realized it was a skill issue. So I said, okay, let me take a step back. And then once my skill is there, I'll add more capital. So what I did was I took away the personal account. I started trading on a demo account, started becoming profitable there. Then I took a small account of I think like $40, like 200, 300, something like that. I did that a couple times. I did that like 2 or 3 times. And then I proved to myself, okay, I can trade. Then I started going for challenges. When I got to challenges, what happened was I realized that it's different trading your personal account than challenges because challenges you can only lose a certain amount. If you have the whole account to lose, everybody will pass the challenge. But when you only have 10% to lose or 8%, then you have to implement different rules. So that's what happened there. I started implementing different rules. And as I implemented the different rules, I started to become more profitable. So I blew 2 challenges, went back, implemented the new rules plus my trading skill. And that's where I found profitability and consistency. You see what I'm saying? Who is hitting me up like that? Sorry, guys. All right. So coming down to psychology, there's a lot of things that tie into it that makes it so that people aren't trading the way that they're supposed to. All right. So for example, I stopped looking at percentages profits and I start looking at percentages. Why? Because when I start to understand that 2K sure is a lot of money, but it's only 1% of the account I'm trading, I realize it's not that big of a deal actually, because I'm supposed to make 8% anyways. So just keep trading percentages. I just got to be right half the time, risk 1 to 2, and I'll win. And that's what I did, right? So what's happening is that psychology is managing your emotions. When you manage your emotions, then your strategy and your edge can play out consistently. Like it can work because you as a trader have built that mental fortitude or that mental discipline to be able to allow your strategy to work. Can you imagine every time, if you guys have ever drifted a car, if I'm going left, okay, I'm taking a turn and the car starts counter steering against me, right? There's a way to control that steer so that you can drift through the corner and make it out smoothly. Sometimes the wheel will go in the opposite direction of where you want to go in order for you to make it through that corner. Now, can you imagine every time I'm supposed to counter steer, let's say, I'm trying to correct? Because emotionally, I feel like even though this is what's right to do. In fact, perfect example, when I took my motorcycle course, they taught us about counter steering. If I wanted to go right, I'd have to counter steer to the left to go right. And you would think, no, I'm supposed to turn in. No, you're not. You lean to turn in, but you counter steer to hold the angle. So every time what I was struggling with in the beginning was I want to turn in because my brain tells me turn right to go right. That's what's happening when you trade. You have to learn to mentally block out how you feel emotionally, what you're scared of, and just follow the strategy, follow the technique, follow what works. All right, guys, I feel like I can see on the side here, totally different conversation happening. So I like it. I like people are having discourse. But guys, so far, I hope it makes sense. If you guys have any questions on this, let me know. But for those of you guys who are not able to really take your trading to the next level, it's your psychology. And what's happening is that you haven't developed the emotional fortitude. Now, as to what we can do to develop that, we can have that conversation. In fact, the boot camp is for that, so we'll do that later on. But just understand on the surface or on the basis level, this is really what it comes down to. Just have you ever tried trading a $5 account and that's all you have? Okay, so Joshua, it seems like you've kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? You've sparked a conversation where people are interested. So guys, have at it. Talk to Joshua. Pick each other's brain. I'm totally fine with it. But if you guys have questions here, by all means, shoot them to me. It's past 11, so I don't really have, let me see here. Oh, you guys, this trade hit TP all the way. So that's cool on GBPUSD. But anyhow, it's past 11. I want to check something very quickly, guys, before I say what I'm about to say. Give me 1 second. Window capture. All right, cool. So, 30 minutes. Yo, Verd, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, Verd? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. You know what, though? I just realized we never did our good morning song. So, let's pull that in here. All right, guys. I never said good morning to you guys properly. I know you guys are having a conversation, but I'm going to say good morning anyways. Good morning, all my lovely people out there. Shout out to Foreign Money Gang, Foreign Money Family, and all you lovely people out there. Good morning.
Good morning, pineapple. Looking very good, very nice. Good morning, pineapple. Looking very good, very nice.
All right, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Verd, you're not, you're kind of late, but it's all good, right? It's no big deal. But foreign, I used to struggle. Okay, perfect. Maximus has a question. I used to struggle with smaller accounts earlier in my trading journey, but seemed to take my trading to the next level when I started trading larger accounts. What's that size? That's a great question, Maximus. Here's what's happening. I think somebody mentioned this in the chat as well. Remember, your personal, okay, did you say smaller? Okay, smaller, is smaller personal account or smaller funding account? Smaller challenge account. Sorry, Maximus. Before I answer your question, because I don't want to misdirect you or give you the wrong answer. So were you trading a smaller personal account and then move to larger prop firm accounts? Or they were both all small challenge accounts? Both. Okay, perfect. So both were small. One was, let's assume you were trading, let's say a 5K, 5K challenge account. And you were struggling with psychologically there. And then when you moved to a bigger one, you were doing better. All right. So here's what I personally think about that. If you were struggling to trade that account differently than when you were moving on to a bigger account, I think there's a couple factors that could be at play. Here's what I think. Number one, it could be that at the time when you were trading smaller accounts, you didn't have the money, right? Like maybe you do now, because obviously going from small accounts to bigger accounts requires money. If I'm trading a small account that I bought for $100, it's not the same as an account that I bought for $500, right? So I'm thinking that because you have the money now to buy larger accounts, or you have more money in general, maybe your psychology was a little different. That could be one aspect. Could be wrong, no problem. Number two, I've traded both small account and large account, and small accounts are more psychologically unbearable for me because the profits are so little that I have no desire to really work as hard as I need to in those small accounts. So I found with small accounts, it was taking me forever to get profits. And if I did win, it was like 50 bucks. It was really uninteresting to me. When I got to the larger accounts, what happened was because the opportunity to gain was so much higher, I locked in more. So maybe you're like me, Maximus, where you were like, small accounts, like, I don't know, you're not really motivated, but on larger accounts, because the payoff is so much larger, you were able to lock in a little bit more. Before I move on to the third one, tell me so far what you think. Do any of those apply at all? Because if not, then I'll tell you about what other things I think. Smash the like button, guys. Yes, thank you. Thank you. You're right on both right now. Oh, okay, perfect. So you see what I'm saying? So like it really depends on where we are. That's why I was talking about this earlier, Maximus, saying that like when they say if you have an argument with your spouse, you have a bad day, something happens, don't come to market. And the reason why they say that is because external factors actually show up when we trade. That's the whole issue. It's the things that we're dealing with internally that happen outside. Those are the things that are preventing us from, because when I'm in a good mood, right, my trading is like, because I have no hesitation to take the trade. I'm like, nah, I could take this trade. I don't care if I lose. I'm in such a good mood. I'll pull the trigger on like 8 trades and like 7 of them will win, 1 will lose. And then you'll be like, and then there's the next day, you'll analyze, you'll be locked in, you'll be like, but you're not feeling great. And the one trade you take, you lose, and you're like, I knew it. And you start beating yourself up. There's a lot of factors. That's why psychology is such a broad topic, because there's so many different things. And what's different, what like affects you, Maximus, is different from what affects me. But I'm glad that it relates. So I'm going to move on to the next points, but I just want to read some stuff here. For me, small accounts don't show results like bigger ones. There you go. Right? Everybody treats these accounts differently. So there are some people who trade small accounts really well. And then others, when they get to bigger ones, they struggle. Whereas in other people's vice versa, it really depends on where you're at. All right. I have some friends that are like their appetite for risk is insane. Marcus is one of them. When I go into an account, whether it's a 5K account, a 10K account, 100, 200, 500K, I treat them all the same. At this stage in my trading career, I risk 1 to 2. That's it. Marcus is like, bro, this is a 10K account, bro. I ain't got time for that. Marcus starts scaling. He'll find one position, something like this, and Marcus entered like, I'll show you. Let me use this instead. And Marcus would have entered like, let me lock it in here as well. Marcus would have entered here, here. Why is it not locked in? Okay, let's try this again. Okay, cool. No, all right, cool. Here, 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 here. And by the time Marcus reaches here, if he was supposed to make 8%, he's made like 15%. Like he goes buck wild, because to him, the account is not worth his time. You see what I'm saying? So he just be like going ham on it. It's a 5K account to him. It cost him $13. He's gonna spam it. If it plays out, he'll try and get profits. If not, for me, the way I look at it is like, because I run a business, so I try to keep my habits the same. Whatever you do, and you know that saying of how you do anything is how you do everything. That's what I try to avoid. If I start playing around with, oh, you know what, this is no big deal, it'll show up in other areas of my life. It's why, for example, if you were broke and you start making money, you can start to mismanage your money easily. I'll give you an example. When my wife and I were dead broke, we used to say, oh man, if we could make 10K a month. No, first we were like, if we got 5K out of nowhere, we'd be happy. We got 5K. And then we realized that's nothing. Then we said, oh God, if we can get to 10K a month, you know what I mean? We'd be like, oh man, that's amazing. You get to 10K a month, you realize you're not even beginning to play the game of life, right? And you're like 20K, you get to 20K, and it just keeps going on. And what happened was, when we got to around 10K, we kept our habits the same, right? And so we were able to scale our money, scale our business, everything. But there came a small point where the abundance was really flowing. You start to say, that's nothing. Like you guys hear me say it all the time. If you guys really want me to game, I'll go buy a PS5. But technically, I shouldn't be talking like that because that's not how we got here. We didn't get here by saying, oh, I'll just go spend $1,000 on something. I'll just go buy it. We didn't get here like that. You know what I mean? But sometimes it happens. And all I'm saying is that if you start living like that, you know what happens to your money? You deplete your money way more than you're bringing in. You see what I'm saying? So I try to keep my habits consistent so that it doesn't show up in my habits of spending and the way I run my business or even in my marriage. You see what I'm saying? So these things are very, very important. Small clients don't make much money to us when okay, so Joshua's still talking to everybody else. Professor Foreign, I've sent you something on Discord. Would you have a quick look at it now or even later? For sure. Let's take a look at it. Maximus, by the way, I'm going to come back to the psychology thing unless you're completely satisfied with it. But I'll come back to the psychology thing real quick. Let me see here what we got going on, Professor said. Hey, bro, I'm still not funded. I work really hard to get out of the job now. User announcement worth. You guys, I won't share in full details unless Professor's okay with that. But let me just say Professor has really turned things around and is doing great. And I would like us all to congratulate him. Can we please put some W's in the chat for Professor for recovering and really sticking to strategy and being disciplined to get to where he's at now. Professor is one of those people who had never, I believe, never took a live challenge before or prop firm. He came from a different area. Now he's doing well. Can we put some W's in the chat for Professor? Maximus said that. Nuggets of advice. Well taken, man. Thank you, Maximus. And I'm glad it works out for you, man. Thank you guys for also putting the W's in the chat for Professor. He's doing really, really well. All right, guys. And you know, I'll just say this right now, guys, while I have you guys on here. The things that make me the most happy about our Discord and about YouTube and everything in general is the changes I see in you guys. When you guys send me screenshots of trades we took together, even though I tell you guys not to take my trades, or things that I taught that you're implementing, or gems that we dropped in a discussion like this that you guys said, bro, I heard this, it changed my life and now I'm good. That is very rewarding. That makes me happy. Because what I don't want is there's a bunch of us here in this group. 4 of us are doing well. The other 90-something% are failing. That's not what I want. I want everybody to actually do well. So when I see you guys progressing, especially the guys who are new to trading, man, that fills my heart. So shout out to all of you guys who are new to trading and have been implementing what we've been teaching, discussing, practicing, and things are going well for you. Shout out to all of you guys. You guys are the bomb, and I'm very happy for you guys. All right? But I can afford to deposit 20, 34 times and it not bother me. True. Maximus, I didn't know that. It was awesome. Also, since I'm starting, I didn't want to lose money. Okay, so yeah, you guys are having great discussions. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so guys, today we didn't take any trades, but we learned a lot, I feel like. Not only did we learn about strategy, psychology, risk management, we had great discussions, and you guys are still having discussions right now, which is what I like to see. As long as you guys are obviously respectful to each other, have at it. That's what these communities are for. You see what I'm saying? So that's fire. Professor said, thanks, fam. You're very welcome. KBFX said W. Any other questions or anything before we kind of call it here, guys? And you guys can actually see, look at what's happening right here. That's very interesting. Very interesting. All right. Congrats for all who are successful and still on the path to Agreed, Joshua. Everybody who is successful or on the path to success, congrats to all of you guys, man. I think we honestly have the best community out on YouTube. I'm not lying to you guys. Because I've not joined anybody's community, but I've seen a couple videos. I've seen a couple snippets of people's Discords and whatnot. And this by far is the most helpful and the most respectful Discord chat community, hands down. Okay, we have almost 200 people in the Discord. And no one, I mean no one is, and I haven't had to ban anybody. Not one soul. I've had to tell a couple people, hey, please don't promote these things. I get where you're coming from, but we don't do that here. And they understand. You see what I'm saying? Other than that, I've not had to ban anybody. And I think that speaks volumes to the type of people you guys are. I feel like God brought us the right ones. So shout out to all of you guys. You guys are doing great. Doing great. Alrighty. Any other questions or anything before we, you know what, let's take a look at some of the charts before we get out of here. Might as well, right? See if we can find one more. Today, trading was really good for me. Even some of my, like, what's the word I'm looking for? My mock setups that I didn't actually take, they still did really well. But at the same time, today I came into the market with very clear psychology. Very clear psychology. You see what I'm saying? So, Dow Jones. Yo, Fauci, I don't know if Fauci's still in here, but if Fauci was here, Fauci, let me know if you're still in here. I want to ask you a question. I think you would remember this guy. It's true, we are on the path to success. I totally appreciate this community and at For Money. Super grateful for you all. Likewise, my friend, Professor. Likewise. Appreciate you guys as well, man. Oh, wait. We didn't do Nas. Let me check Nas real quick. Wait, is my Euro AUD trade still playing out? All right, so Nas. This is interesting. This is interesting. Got it. K-Dot, so what's up? What's up, K-Dot? We just had a really nice conversation about psychology, risk management, all these things. And some people are still having the conversation, but good to have you back, brother. Good to have you back. K-Dot was one of the winners yesterday. Okay, Fauci's in here. Fauci, do you remember who? Mike Jones. You remember Mike Jones? Back then, they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all want me. You remember Mike Jones? Please tell me you remember Mike Jones, Fauci. Tell me I'm not going crazy. Finish all my math exams now. Hey, guys, let's congratulate. Oh, we got to play the congratulations song for K-Dot. You guys, K-Dot finished his exams. Let's play the congratulations song. K-Dot, first off, W's in the chat for K-Dot. And K-Dot, congratulations, brother.
W's in the
Oh, wait. Only one exam now? Okay, never mind. False alarm. Well, congratulate him when he's finished. Yeah, if I was listening. Yeah. Thank you, Marcus. Get Ashley Garlic in here. I need some more ads before I hop off. Yeah, guys, false alarm. False alarm. Yeah, Marcus, we were talking about you earlier today. My GJ first comp was a win. Nice. All right, so we'll play the we'll play the song for you, Dean. We'll play the song for you guys. So Dean hit congrats, keep going. Yeah, awesome for K-Dot. Dean hit TP today. So wait, my GJ first comp was a win. Oh, yes, from yesterday. Never mind, guys. Another false alarm. Don't spam nothing just yet. Hey, I'm off, guys. Trade safe. I'll try and enjoy tomorrow on lock on. Today, my kids are swimming out at the gym. Hey, Joshua. Best of luck to you, brother. Enjoy the time with the wife and the kids, bro. Always a pleasure having you on. God willing, we hope to see you tomorrow again, all right? By the way, check the down check for my BTC swing trade. Trying to hold on to Xmas. Okay. Let's check it out. Joshua, before you go, real quick. Before you go, let's check out. I think he said, would you say general or trading ideas? General chat. General. All right, let's see. Let's go all the way back down here. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, you're Chinese trader, right? Not Chinese. Chinese trader? Chinese. Bro, great entries, by the way. And you're trying to hold till when? Trying to hold until Christmas. Wow. Bro, best of luck. I don't have to tell you nothing because you're experienced, but I will analyze Bitcoin and tell you what my honest thoughts are tomorrow. All right? But best of luck, bro. So far, you're doing great. You're killing it. Great job, brother. Great job. Back then, they do. Yeah, man. Fauci, you remember. Just really good stuff. See you tomorrow. Fauci at Maximus. Haha. Who didn't want you, Fauci? Bro, about to call him Chinese again. Yeah, bro. I'm sorry. Bro, what? I keep forgetting his name. Chinese trader? I forget. But Chinese, was it Chinese something? I think that's what it is. But yeah, bro, love and safety, Joshua. Have a blessed one, brother. Hey, I'm here. Yolomi. We wanted you. Man, where were you yesterday? I literally spammed your DMs like, bro, hop in here. Anyways, Yolomi's too rich for us, guys. That's the thing. Yolomi's too rich. All right? She's got a lot going on. China. Yolomi's got a lot going on. She's rich. You know what I'm saying? She arrives in her helicopters. You could have emailed me, man. Email Yolomi? You want me to hit up your pager too, Yolomi? Huh? You want me to buzz your pager? Yolomi, come on. I was like, bro, we were having a competition yesterday. I'm like, Yolomi, where are you at? You and Dean. I spammed both of you guys' DMs. And you guys were not here yesterday. I was sad. We had a trading competition. Fauci was in first place. K-Dot got third. and NT Sako came in second place. It was very nice, very very nice. And I was hoping you guys would join so you get a chance to win. But anyways, you're rich, Yolomi. You don't need no prizes. You know what I'm saying? And Dean was out there saving the world, so it's all goody. Yolomi wants emails, corporate stuff. You see, you know what I'm saying? Please respond to my agent. Thank you. Other than that, I'm not available for conversation. Thank you very much. Yolomi with her pearls and her Birkin bags, watching us on TV. Favoritism. Congrats, guys. It's not favoritism. I hit you up and I hit up Dean. I hit both of you guys up at the same time. His name is same in Snapchat, IG, Discord. Got you. Your name is the same everywhere. No problem, bro. Fire name, by the way. Have a good time with your kids at the swimming pool, brother. Live it up. And God willing, we'll see you tomorrow. I love the prophecies. Hey, listen, if it hasn't happened already, we're going to see it soon. Why is Foreign speaking like an African? I of Jack. Maybe because I am African. I am African. Okay? But yeah, man, Yolomi's the auntie. She's the OG. We have another female trader in here. She's been in and out. I haven't seen her in a long time. I think she's from the Netherlands, if I remember. But other than that, Yolomi's the OG. She's the first female in here and one of the only 2 females in here. So, I mean, we show love to and respect to our mothers. Plus, Yolomi is like, she kind of like mothers us. Guys, stop it. Guys, stop what you're doing. Guys, no, don't do it. Yolomi. I was super busy yesterday. Not gonna lie, sad to miss such a call. Bro, we're gonna do another one. Don't worry, we're gonna do another one. He got some Ghanaian effect to him. Ghana. Shout out to Ghana. Ghana on top, baby. Jollof Kings. We made jollof. Jollof is ours. Fufu is ours. Wache is all ours. Anything, listen, anything you see in Africa, we are the ones. Why Africans can have a different type of hair. I mean, Egyptians are African and their hair is different, right? I know people from Eritrea. I know people from Ethiopia, Somalia. Their hair is different. You know what I'm saying? So, Africa's a continent, guys, not a country. Africa's a continent, not a country. All right? So, get that in your head that not everybody from Africa is the exact same. We don't speak African. We have our own languages. You know what I'm saying? Wait, is Frank Ghanaian? Yes, I am. You didn't know, eh? People, bro, when I was in high school, everybody thought I was Caribbean. Everyone. I only had like a couple Ghanaian friends because he's a racist. The only racist I am is a race car type racist. That's it. How's Fufu yours too? Why are you gonna claim Coco too? Not fair, man. Bro, Fufu is ours. Everyone knows the best Fufu. Hi, the best Fufu, the best jollof. Watch anything, you name it. It's ours. Bro, where is God, I gotta hit him up here. I haven't seen him in a while. He's been really busy trying to go, get some stuff done. There's another guy, I think his name is like something Beats. I forget. He's Ghanaian as well. Bro, we already had this discussion. In fact, we put up a poll one time. We said, who has the best jollof? Yo, for like the first 15 minutes, the chat was like Ghana. Then the Nigerians called up their brothers. Oh yeah, quick. Everybody hopped in. It was game. Nigerians took over the poll, and we end up losing. They trying to the type of person to clip the racist part and cut out the context. Trust me. Trust me. Nigerian jollof better, 100%. You've clearly not had Ghanaian jollof. I've had both. Ghanaian jollof is, it's just. Thank you, Maximus knows, Bro, Charlie, don't, please, don't get me started. All jokes aside, guys, today was a pretty good day in terms of trades. Dean, your trade hit TP. My trades hit TP. I took another trade on your JPY this morning. That hit TP. Loved it. I took one on Nas this morning. The AED JPY trade I didn't take. Unfortunately, it keeps coming to this level and stopping, so it didn't hit TP. But that's okay. I didn't actually take that one. But I took your AED still going up. Are we at a 1 to 2 yet? My fault. Oh, this already hit TP too. Oh yeah, but I remember I entered here to show that I was in the trade. Okay, got you. Okay, cool. Anyways, all my trades. So I didn't take that one though, but I put in a mock trade. I didn't take that. I took this one. Where is it at? NQ right here. I took this trade this morning too. Loved it. Nice 1 to 2 scalp. I was out of there, baby. Had a good time. These youngsters don't want to eat African food anymore. Yolomi, it's so true. Bro, you see these kids now? Like, okay, so for full context, guys, my parents are from West Africa, Ghana. I was born in Canada, born and raised, but I went back home for 3 years. I speak the language. I'm not one of those idiots. Not, Lord forgive me, not idiots. One of those guys who can't speak the language. Like, I speak the language, okay? Now, the kids nowadays, I was a picky eater when I was a kid too, but the kids nowadays, all they want is mac and cheese. Dad, I want McDonald's. When you cook, like, you know, proper food, they're like, ew, what's this? Are you cooking poo? Bro, everybody who's African, tell everyone else in the world what happens when you make those comments. The knock. Bro, your parents knock you so hard, your head echoes. You can hear your thoughts starting to echo. When you say, ouch, and your brain says, man, that hurts. You hear, man, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. You hear the echo in your head. Yo, what's fufu? Bird, I'll explain to you in a second. Funny how foreign money went from the chart to jollof rice. Bro, I get sidetracked, all right? My people, my community, we do this a lot, all right? We do this a lot. Bird, we'll take you to Accra one day to have a taste. Yo, Accra is fire, by the way. Fire. We stayed in like one of their, like, I think it was like the top five-star hotels in Accra. Chef's kiss. Fufu is like pap, but I think it's made from cornstarch instead of maize pap. Again, I'll get to that in a sec. Let me just... we need to backtest. Yolomi, you missed all this stuff we've been doing. We've already done the backtesting, the trading, all that. So we already done all of that. Maybe in the next one, okay, Yolomi? KBF said, nah, bro, Nigerian all the way. You see the Nigerians are starting to pop out the woodworks. One thing with Nigerians, I can't lie. You go against Nigerians, bro, they have time for you. They have time for you. Nigerians go crazy. Oh, so it's called tapioca. No, it's not tapioca. What? Who's confusing Bird? Who's telling Bird that fufu is tapioca? Huh? Nigeria has the best jollof, bro. My friend, you know what? You guys, how about this? One of these days, I'm going to do a stream or a video. I'll go and eat the best Ghanaian jollof rice that I can find, the best Nigerian rice. And I'll be unbiased. I'll be unbiased. Nah, red tapioca, it's made different, especially slap at the back. Especially, yeah, slap at the back. Bro, when they slap the back of your head, your color goes, like your vision, like... You go colorblind for like 2 minutes. They slap you and everything's gray. When they slap the back of your head, all of a sudden, everything is in gray color. You're like, okay, you gotta reset your eyes. You gotta blink a couple times. You gotta shake your head. It's no joke. I want McDonald's too. Marcus, don't even start, bro. That's all these Canadian kids know. You live in a different world. Yeah, true. Maybe where you're from, it's still the same. Where I'm from, it's not like cassava. Yes, madam, for sure. You're saying they use cassava. Is that what you're saying? Though they are both cassava star. Yeah, they have a couple base like plantain, corn, cassava. There's a different, I've seen different bases for fufu. It doesn't matter what you use. Ghana's gonna kill it. That's all I'm saying. Gary's also made for cassava. That's true. Bro, Gary Soakings. Yo, where are my Ghanaians at? Gary Soakings, bro. Have you guys ever had vanilla ice kinke? No such thing in Nigeria. No such thing. Huh? You guys don't know. I love that food, rice and beans. Yes, sir. With yellow things to eat. Marcus. Okay, anyways, I'll come back to that. I prefer to cook fresh cassava than I try with beaten eggs. Nice. Or if you want an expert, hire an Asian guy at foreign money. If I want an expert on jollof, Frank, can you cook? Because I'm coming to you if you can. Bro, I'll tell you what I can cook right now. Brain reset. KDFX. I'll tell you guys what I can cook right now. What I can cook is I do a wicked fried rice. I'm killer at fried rice. And what's it called? Black bean sauce with beef and strip loin beef and all stuff. I'm good at those things. I can do. I learned to make jollof. I found a recipe. I learned to make jollof, but my wife is way better at it, and my wife is from the Caribbean, but she's a much better cook. And then your basics, like spaghetti. Like I'm a basic guy. I'm not a great cook. I won't lie, but I've learned to do certain dishes. I can do some shrimp dishes, like stuff like. But I'm not a good cook, guys. I won't lie. I'll do a bit of stew beef here and there, but I'm not a great cook. What I cook very well, but I'm not somebody who you can be like, hey, can you go cook something? I'll be in that kitchen for like 6 hours. And whenever my wife comes into the kitchen when I'm cooking, she's like, bro, why? Like everything is everywhere. I don't close the cupboards. I'm like a mad scientist in the kitchen. It's really bad. It's super duper bad. before brain reset. Yellow things you mean? Fried plantain. Oh, yeah, Marcus. I hope that's what you mean. Marcus is a food tester. Yeah, Marcus. You know what? We'll make it happen. Maybe we'll do a stream where we take you around. If you come to Canada, we take you around to the best spots. You can try all the food. Oh my gosh, what a day it's been, guys. What a day. I gotta check this right now to see. It's 11:30, you guys. You already know what this means. It's 11:30, ladies and gentlemen. It's 11:30, right? Yeah. I've been staying as long as I can for you guys, because I love you guys. But it's been costing me less sleep, more problems. You know what I mean? So, but with that being said, where are all the Nigerians? Where did you guys go? You guys were getting at me. Where did you guys go? I thought we were having a conversation about jollof. I'm about to hop off anyways, but I want to see your face. I want to see your face. Insert foreign African accent. Bro, my African accent is terrible, bro. African accent is terrible. It's and people say when I really try to speak like an African accent, it sounds more Nigerian than it does Ghanaian. It's because I grew up watching a lot of Nigerian movies. Hey, I'll say this though. To be fair, the best fried rice I've ever had in my life, better than any restaurant can make it, was from a Nigerian lady. We used to call her Auntie Gina. Her fried rice was bomb. It was a crab fried rice, so she used crab meat. Fam, I ate that fried rice for like 2 months. I asked her to make it nonstop. I was addicted. Her fried rice was that bomb. So I'm not gonna cap. I'm not gonna say Nigerians can't cook. They can cook. I'm saying jollof though, that is our own. Come on. So yeah, Marcus, do YouTube video a day live. Show some East Asian food, bruv. I'm a cooker. Been doing it since I was 13. Cook for women. I cook in the house. Let him cook. Marcus, you sound like you live in that bachelor life, brother. Cooking for women. Marcus, you guys, let me put up a poll here. Let me put up a poll. Because Marcus... does Marcus a woman? Nah, you know what? Let me leave it alone. Let me leave it alone. Marcus, you sound like you've got a roster. A roster. A roster of women. A rotation. Marcus. Is that how you are living? Huh? A very bad boy. Oh, and I used to be a bad boy. Used to, or are you still transitioning? Bert said, let him cook, yo. Marcus, you hit me with the mixed emotions. Oh, boy. Marcus, what's going on here, brother? What's going on here? What's going on here? You guys, why are you guys showing up now that the conversation, back when we said the conversation is getting sweet? And I gotta go. Y'all different, bro. Come onto the lives earlier so that we can chop better. So that we can have fun. Know what I'm saying? But you guys, I got to hop off. Unfortunately, I got to go, guys. So with that being said, I love each and every one of you guys. Okay? If you're new here, join the Discord. We have the best Discord on YouTube, and it's free. You can also follow me on Instagram at mymoneyforeign. All right? Fear of God. Hey, excellent, brother. Thank you, guys. WStream, thank you. I love each and every one of you guys, as always. We'll be here tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be square, and we will try to trade this account that we've been trading for the last 20-something days. All right? Much love to you guys as well. I love you, all of you guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And God willing, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, guys. Take care.